Kind of. Walnuts on pizza in the sense that I'm making pesto, but I don't have pine nuts. So I am trying to make a pesto now. Because I decided that maybe just olive oil is... This is now just a me going off the rails, going like, what on earth am I doing? So because I don't really have pine nuts, I'm making a walnut pesto now. So it's not really a topping, it's my sauce. So I'm just grinding it a little bit. And then we'll add a little bit of olive oil. Even this might be too many walnuts. Here, let me get rid of some of these walnuts. Oh, did I... FYI, your recipe command is misspelled in your stream title. Oops. Thanks, Soma. I actually didn't even, update my recipe command, so it's completely wrong anyways. But thank you, Soma. Okay, let's do that. Hey, Lynn! Welcome, Lynn. Hope you're doing well. We're making pizza. Okay, so actually, commands, edit, recipe. J. Kenji Lopez, no need pizza. So this is the pizza recipe that I am using. Great. I actually made the command too. Like a responsible streamer. I don't know what I was doing during that intro period. That's what I should have been doing, but then I didn't. So you know what? I'm going to make it in this. You just woke up from a short nap after work? Ooh, nice. That sounds lovely. Hope you feel recharged. Okay. Should be a good enough amount of greens. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, cilantro's kind of weird. That's the only other herb I have. I'm trying to think if there's any better herbs to use for pesto. Cilantro, green onions? Nah, green onions would also be kind of weird. Okay. Alright, so once I added... I think I just made this way more complicated now that I decided to add pesto to this recipe. Okay, we're going to leave a bit of the walnuts in here. Just the spinach if I can in this mix. Are you guys not seeing this on stream? So I'm just kind of grinding the... Oh, you want the chef's hat? Okay. Give me a second. Let me pull it out. Up. Thanks, Bright Sky, for the redeem. Why not wear the chef's hat? Let's make the world into a better place. Thanks for the redeem. Oh, and the hydration command. Okay. I'll be back. Let me just grab my water bottle. I just left it over by the couch. Okay. All right. I think maybe with some of this, I'm just going to chop it. To help with the grinding process a little more for the pesto. I don't know why I decided to start grinding it right away as opposed to chopping it first, which would make a lot more sense. Maybe I do need to use a blender. I think it's possible I need to use a blender to get this to work. I was getting a little ambitious on the idea that I could do this with my mortar and pestle, but I might have to use the stick blender at least to get this to grind. Oh, hello, Richard Bam! Hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. For those who don't know, Richard and his nephew, Only Deaf Guy, they both run. They're both food and drink streamers. Although Only Deaf Guy also does variety streams too. But they run a lovely cafe out in the UK. It's always fun to watch them. But thank you for the raid, guys. Let me give Richard Bam a shout out. But how was service today? Here, let me give you guys a quick. Oh, thank you, Richard Bam, for the follow. But hello, welcome. I am Walter Mellon. Despite my silly hat that I'm wearing, I am not a professional chef. That's actually one of my channel point redeems that makes me wear one of these. But I love cooking. I love nerding out about food. I've been baking since I was 12, and cooking also around then too. And so I love hanging out, chatting, and yeah. Anyways, welcome to my little corner of the internet and to my little kitchen. Hope you guys. Thank you, Richard, for bringing your community with me and trusting them with me, and hope you guys enjoy your stay. But yeah, anyways, for those who are in my chat, guys should all definitely check out Richard Bam. He's got, again, a very, very cozy looking cafe. And if you ever really want to see what it looks like to run, like, cafe during dinner service or lunch service, it's a fun way to hang out. Yeah. You're gonna officially add chef to your title soon, though. If all goes well, you'll be opening your own home kitchen. Oh, that's amazing, Jane Henry. That's amazing. Oh, Connor's on holiday, so you've taken over. Nice. That's good to know. Let's see here. Now let me actually give a shout out to I think that's correct. I think I spelled it right. Give a shout out to Connor, who also does a lot of very cozy Minecraft streams. I remember watching, and no, I think I got it wrong. Hold on, did I? Oh, it's the Only Deaf Guy, I think. There we go. Sorry, let me get that going here. And he's just a wonderful human being. Hopefully that works. Yes. With UK Cafe Cooking. Let's see. Let me see. Pinky with Attitude. Yeah, it's the Only FF Guy. Yeah. You'll be in here with the lurk mode. Okay, thank you for coming in with the raid, and thank you for the lurk. Pinky with an attitude. And Geeky Boy MN, Minnesota, welcome in. And Klabarban, welcome. And Black Score, thank you for coming in. And Richard, of course, thank you again for the raid. All right, so, but yeah, hope service was really good today. Did you guys have any specials today, or like how was everything? And that's cool that you're gonna have a home kitchen. So what kind of cuisine are you gonna be doing, Jane? Okay. So anyways, I'm attempting to make pesto on a last minute whim here. It's essentially me trying to extend this fanciness and make this pizza not so simple. So I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to this pesto. Actually, it's a lot, but you know how it is when you're making pesto. All right, so we're going to use, is that going to be long enough? We'll see. Oh, it would be long enough if I didn't have this knot in here. Okay. So I guess you guys can see that. Okay. Let me add a little more oil to this. So it's making that noise because I don't have quite enough liquid in here to make this thing work very well. I'm slightly debating about putting it in a more narrow bowl cup or something. Let's see here. Oh, I know. Let me see if I can find something more narrow to make this work better. Would this fit better? I think this is too small. Yeah, it's too fluted in the center. Okay. Oh, I know. Let's do this. I think this will... Oh, it's too narrow. Dang it. Okay. Whatever, I'll just deal with it. This is a very last minute decision that I decided to do. I guess the solution is just to make more pesto, right? And I'll just have more pesto for everything. So we'll just add that in. And then it'll blend better. And then we'll just have pesto for, let's move that out of the way. That's out of the way. Anyways, I decided to make this pesto last minute as a sauce. With just a bit of power green. So this is a mixture of kale, chard, and some spinach. And so a bit of that. I do need salt. I actually do need to season this pesto. Just realized. I'll read chat in a second. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Okay. Pan Asian cuisine. You grew up here in the Bay Area, so that's what you know the best. Okay. Homemade pesto is so good. Blender or food processor is amazing for pesto. Yeah. Oh, into a measuring glass. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I should have done my measuring cup. Oh well, too late. This is about the size of a measuring cup. You can never have too much pesto, right? Like, you can always use pesto for other things. So, I just didn't want to use like the full blender because this is like not enough to warrant the full blender. So I'm trying to make my immersion blender work. Because I don't want to make that much pesto because I don't need that much. And there we go. And just like that, we got pesto. So. And the best part is I made it in a Pyrex. So what I don't use, I can just literally throw into the Pyrex. That's good. Okay. Okay. So that's our sauce. I made a sauce. I took that challenge there, Bright Sky, and I made a sauce from scratch. I just made pesto, that's all. Okay. So I got my chives, and then I'll have the cheese. Okay, so let's put this off to the side. We're gonna get we'll add the spices in a bit. Giant stack back there, never mind that. Okay. In the meantime, here's our crust. It's kind of expanded a little more. Just gonna push it out just a little more. All right, time to add the sauce. Add some pesto. Don't want to add too much because I don't want a soggy pizza, of course. Yeah, that's probably good. Let's just spread out what we got. Okay. And then we'll add our toppings. Again, I'll probably end up with more toppings than I need, but that's okay. So these are chestnut mushrooms is what I'm using for this pizza. Cool. Okay, that should be a good amount of toppings. And then the next part is we'll add some goat cheese, a little mozz, and then we'll shred just a bit of this hard El Salvadorian cheese that I happen to have from yesterday. And then the other thing that I'm going to do that's going to be super fancy is I'm going to fry an egg after it's done, put it on top, crack it, and yeah. Yeah! I'm super happy that I decided to make the pesto. Thanks for challenging me there. Bright Sky. Okay. So, we're just going to do a couple dollops of goat cheese here. Okay. Okay. Put that to the side. And then let's add some of this low moisture muzz. I don't know why I decided to choose the thick boys versus the thin ones. Not sure why, it just kind of made sense to me. Okay. And that's good. Maybe I really should have made 2 pizzas. Oh well. And then, lastly, we're gonna grab our... So 3 cheese mushroom pizza. And then the other thing I'm gonna do, just because it is a mushroom pizza, I have this Trader Joe's mushroom powder that I'm just gonna sprinkle on top. To make it more mushroomy. And then lastly, we're gonna add our chives. So let me move this out of the way. I don't know if you guys can see. I guess I'll do it with this top corner. Sorry, my headphone came out. You'll do anything you'd avoid cleaning blades on a ninja blade runner. That thing scares you? Yeah, that would scare me too, by the way. Trying not to clean your ninja blade, your ninja blender. Those things are sharp blender blades. And it's like not a lot of room to shove your hand in there, so it's like even a higher risk of like, yeah. A higher risk of cutting yourself if you can help it. Okay. So, just chop these chives up. Cool. And then we'll just kind of sprinkle some chives on here. Cool. I'm pretty excited about this pizza. I think I have a good feeling about this one. Okay. Alright, so let's toss it in our oven here. And we're going to go for... Yeah, you wish you'd gone for the Vitamix reason alone. Yeah, I use the Vitamix. That's the one I have. It is a very nice blender. I think the nice part is that it does have its self-cleaning function, which works kind of okay. But yeah, I get you. Okay, so let's see how much time. I need to put this pizza in for. Okay, so keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, he actually goes to the edge with that pizza. Oh well, whatever. I have a crust. Transfer the oven, bake until the top is golden brown, so about 12 to 15 minutes. Okay. So, let's do around 15. We'll start with that. We'll let that go. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to do a little cleanup while we wait for this pizza to be done. And then we'll kind of go from there. And then I don't actually have a proper pizza cutter, but I do have a pastry knife, or pastry cutter. So maybe we'll use that. We'll see how that goes. But, okay, so this is going into there. This will go. This will be for the pesto. And I'm coming out this with some leftover pesto. It'll be great for making like a pasta later on. Maybe I make a mushroom pasta with those leftover mushrooms, and that'll be fun. That'll be a good meal. Oh yeah, it's a kanji recipe. Yes, exactly. Yesterday I also used Kenji's recipe for chilaquiles, so that's really nice. Yeah, I really like J. Kenji Lopez's recipes a lot. They're very in-depth. You'll find that two people that I tend to use a lot of their recipes nowadays a lot is I use a lot of J. Kenji Lopez recipes a lot, and then I also use a lot of Claire Saffitz as another for baking. But it varies. Again, it varies about like what I do. And then I also do this thing where I do a lot of research about different things, and I'll go rogue and kind of make my own thing, which I do very often. Where what I'll do is I'll take like a bunch of different recipes and kind of take parts of what I like of each, and then like kind of mishmash. I do that a lot when I bake and cook. So I'm definitely typically not a follow the recipe kind of guy. But especially if I'm doing the first one, sometimes there's a higher tendency that I might if I'm trying something out for the first time. But even then, sometimes I go crazy and I'll just like, I'll do what I want. So it depends. It depends how I'm feeling. You're making protein ice creams with the blender, and you bought it for that reason. Fair enough. That's awesome. It's actually fun to make your own homemade ice creams. Like I did Ethan Chabowski's ice cream thing that he used to do all the time. Ooh, that pizza smells fucking great. Holy shit. Sorry, pardon my French. But it does. I am so excited for this pizza. Dang. Okay. I'll be back. I'm just doing a little cleanup while I wait for stuff to clean. I'll read chat in a second. Let's see. What do I catch up on? Oh no, your sensitive ears. Plus, I'm pretty sure Ethan would be happy with the response he elicited there. Yeah. Yeah, homemade ice cream is the best. Yeah, Ethan Chabowski. Has he had like the whole thing about what was it, like kind of high protein, low carb, like ice cream things where like he would make it out of like frozen fruits and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. I also really like his concept of the Sunday braise. If my job didn't already feed me with catering, I would totally adopt his strategy for meal prepping, which is the Sunday braise, which I think is a really cool system where it's like he does a neutral braise on Sunday, and then during the weekday he'll kind of like carve a piece of that braise. So like he'll either neutrally braise like a pork butt or like a ground chuck, or he'll do like chicken thighs, and then he just kind of like he'll create like a sandwich out of them or like various different things. I wonder why I can't hear my music right now. Hold on.